Hello, I am Brian, the Theoretical Gamer, and I am here doing a response to TheOutsiders68. And I've got his list of questions, which I scribbled down as he was saying them. And let's do this thing. Channel name. My channel name is Billion6, or I call it The Theoretical Gamer, at least my gaming aspect of it. The Theoretical Gamer is because I really haven't done a lot of literal gaming in a long time. It's, for a while I did a chat-based text game over OpenRPG, and that's drifted away. I've got fond memories of old games, but before I moved to Raleigh, and it's just because life took over. So, but I'm still fascinated by gaming. I still love gaming. I still love role-playing games. I've got a wall with a lot of books that I've managed to hold on to, and much more that I've lost over the years. Let's see. My channel name Billion6 really doesn't mean anything. When I first started getting online, I just chose the name largely at random, and it's become my go-to name for everything. You know, it's like, don't know what to call myself, Billion6. What can you expect from my channel? What is the focus of my channel? Well, it's a mixture between game reviews and whatever I feel like talking about. I've got, I tend to review games that you might not have heard of, or older games that I think need to gain a little bit of love or recognition, or just oddball ones that I think are unusual and need some notice. I would like to, expand that a bit, but right now if you were to come here, you'll pretty much see reviews and just random comments. I've done a couple of video responses. I've done, and really it's just my thoughts on gaming, my theories on gaming. I've done like ideas on playing styles. Sometimes I'm a little critical of and make fun of the worse aspects, the more stereotypical aspects of gaming, which is unfair. But like 99 or like 95% of gamers are really cool and really smart, but you get those those few memorable ones that. So I tend to poke a little fun at them in my, and I do my funny voiced character, like the snotty gamer, sounds like the comic book guy from The Simpsons. But for the most part, that's what you'll expect. Either just random wool gathering and my theories, and reviews of games that I think people might not have heard of. I could do a review of Pathfinder. Why? You all know Pathfinder. My best video to date, I honestly don't know. They're like my babies. I can pick anything. I can. Because I'm looking, I've got the page up, and I'm looking down the list of videos I've done so far, and I honestly don't know. It's so far. I guess my current review of Machinations of the Space Princess, partly because it's one of my newest, and partly because it did the author of the game saw it and liked it and linked to it, which I thought was awesome. I was like, oh, cool. So I got that little bit of validation there. What can people expect from me over the next few months or years? A bit of more of the same. I think eventually I'll reach a point where I'll have done most of the games that I want to review. I think I might want, like I said, I want to actually start, being an actual gamer instead of just a theoretical one. And I've been kind of pushing myself into, overcoming my blocks and coming up with some ideas. So I might do like one of those online Google Plus Hangouts for anyone who is bold enough to play under a fledgling game master. I've game mastered before, but I'm not hugely experienced. I've been told that I'm good, but I need to. So anyone bold enough to sign on for one of my games, if I can figure out how to use Google Plus Hangouts, if I can, stuff like that. I would like to expand off into that. I've seen a lot of people do that, and a lot of them seemed really, really fun. What channel have you found that was useful? I'll be honest, it's hard to pick because I tend to watch a lot of them, and I tend to cherry pick. I tend to like see a video here and a video there. I'm going to get this out of the way. It's not going to be a popular thing, but Dawnforgedcast. He was the first one that I discovered, the first like one of this type that I started to get into, and he did have a very useful series of videos called Internet Famous, which kind of gives advice on how to start your own channel. And before I did my first video, I watched those videos, and I joined up the RPG Brigade, and I kind of started making videos at the tail end of all the drama. I don't know all the details of it, but whatever you may think of him, his videos are useful and good and entertaining. I like the Gentleman Gamer. I like his style. I've been watching the Casual GM. He's good. I mean, he's still he's like me. He's kind of a fledgling video maker, kind of, figuring out what he wants to do and how he wants to do it. So there is another one that I like. This guy, I think he's French Canadian or something. He does one called Bruno's RPG Reviews, and he talks about gaming, and he's good and he's interesting. He did a series of videos on all different D&D variations and compare and contrast, and that was interesting. So those are all, there's others out there. I've been watching and I've been waiting for more episodes. Samwise 7 doing his Lamentations of the Flame Princess ones. Like Ghoster74 is one of the players in that, and his videos, he puts out like just a few short videos every now and then and talks his videos, but I like watching him in games because he just seems like this really enthusiastic and creative player that you just want to play with. Like, oh man, I would like to get him in one of my games, just because he's got the enthusiasm that you want. And okay, parting words of wisdom. If I had to advise a GM or a player, I would probably do the line famously said by Will Wheaton, Wheaton's Law: don't be a dick. If you're not a dick, they'll forgive you pretty much anything else. You'll make mistakes, you'll screw up, but if you're not a dick, everything else can be forgiven. That's the downside of this, is most dicks don't think they're being dicks. They just think they're right. But it's good advice. Don't be a dick. And, well, that should be it. I will talk to you guys later. Thank you.